we are getting you more details on how the full Asia Cup 2025 schedule has now been announced. India and Pakistan are all set to play in the same group. In fact, India versus Pakistan match that will happen on the 14th of September is what this schedule states. UAE is to host the Asia Cup, that is to happen from the 9th of September till the 28th of September. Asia Cup announcement has come in on Kargil Vijay Divas, and all the details that follow as a part of the scheduled announcement, where India and Pakistan are to play in the same group. That will happen in UAE. India will play against Pakistan on the 14th of September. 9th to 28th is when the cup will be held. That is about 20 days. And this announcement that is coming on the same day as the Kargil Vijay Divas. Nitin Srivastava joining us on the phone line with further details of what the schedule states. Nitin, over to you.
Well, a few hours ago, ACC chairman, Mohsin Naqvi, took to social media and announced that, Asia Cup is going to happen, and that is what India today has reported 2 days back. But one thing which is, very important to note is that India is actually playing Pakistan on 14th of September in this tournament, and we have all the complete details with us in today. Exclusively access that the schedule of Asia Cup. Why? Because it is not in public domain, but we have accessed it through our sources. That schedule is saying that India-Pakistan is actually in the same group. They have been drawn in the same group. It means that India will play Pakistan on 14th of September. And the announcement, you rightly mentioned it has come on today. The Kargil Vijay Divas, they have chosen the date or the day to announce Asia Cup. And it is important to note, ACC chairman's social media is not active in India, but they have announced it using that, social media account. So it is, very obvious to understand that something they want to tell us. But again, BCCI, they have already they have also accepted that they are going to host Asia Cup not in India but UAE.
You're talking to us, Nitin, on the details that have come in as far as the India-Pakistan match is concerned. It is to happen on the 14th of September, as we understand.
Well, of course, India-Pakistan match which has been slotted in the schedule. The date is 14th of September. That will be, the second game of India in Asia Cup. First match, India is playing on 10th of September with UAE, and the other, the game which is India versus Pakistan is actually on 14th of September.
Right. Do stay on. Nikhil now is also joining us live with further details of the schedule that has been announced, Nikhil, and deeper understanding of the India-Pakistan match that is to happen on the 14th of September, conditions that have particularly been laid from our side while playing this match. UAE is hosting it. What more can you share? All right, not too sure if Nikhil can hear me. We'll try and reconnect with him, but the full Asia Cup 2025 schedule has now been announced, and the interest, of course, lies in India and Pakistan to play against each other on the 14th of September. I am being told that Nikhil is back with us on the broadcast. Nikhil, if you can hear me, do share details of the India-Pakistan match that is to happen on the 14th of September. Especially in the past, we've seen where India has laid certain conditions to play this match. What is it that is coming around this time, especially amid an ongoing debate of whether this match should actually happen or not?
Suresha, your audio is not very clear. I can barely hear you, but if I heard you correctly, you were asking about a little bit more details about the India-Pakistan encounter and what are the conditions. I mean, there are no conditions. In fact, I think we've gone beyond conditions. The only condition that India had, and this is before Pahalgam happened, this is before Operation Sindoor, that India had refused to play in Pakistan and to play Pakistan in neutral venue. That was the only condition that India had so far. But this is a tournament where India are the host, and In fact, India, on the other hand, has now given in to the fact that because India are the host now, Pakistan refuses to travel to India. So India have kind of agreed that fine, we will also have it in the neutral venue. But I think the bigger talking point here is what is the need for the BCCI to go ahead with this tournament in the current political scenario? We've just had a skirmish on the border. You know about the terrorist attack that happened in Pahalgam. After that, we had situation where Pakistan social media handles were blocked, YouTube channels were blocked, and there was a clear-cut policy that you could see coming from the ruling dispensation that we're not going to be engaging with Pakistan. And in just within a few days, you have a scenario where now the BCCI goes ahead to have that Asia Cup, and they've given their nod now to play Pakistan, not once. In fact, there's a good chance they'll play them twice. In fact, if
Right.
the two teams had to make it to the final, you might even play them thrice. The big
Right,
question
Nikhil,
here is,
I'm sorry I'm having to interrupt you here. Please do stay on. Gaurav Sawant is also joining us on the broadcast. Gaurav, so much has been spoken about why can't we boycott Pakistan while playing cricket? Why is it that films and cricket, we don't sever ties completely and we call it a game or we call it a film, but in every other place, we take it, we are very clear that we are not to engage with Pakistan.
You know, this just shows that India has not been able to, unfortunately, come up with a coherent policy to deal with Pakistan state-sponsored. You may have very strong words that come from the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, that terror and talks cannot happen together, but terror and cricket is happening together. Of course, they may take this plea that this is not bilateral cricket. However, it does remain the fact that India was the host, and when India refused to travel to Pakistan, now a radical Islamist state sponsor of terror is saying we are not traveling to India, and that's okay with us. It's just very, very disappointing for people, and the date today, 26th of July. Remember, 26 years ago, this was the day that India defeated Pakistan on the Kargil heights. But unfortunately, when it comes to that narrative battle, India does appear to be very, very weak in dealing with Pakistan when it comes to the Asia Cup, or when it comes to putting the whole of the nation approach in dealing with Pakistan state-sponsored terror. This clearly is not the whole of. If cricketing ties can continue with Pakistan, or if other sporting ties and cultural ties can continue with Pakistan, whether bilateral or multilateral, if India has the heft, and Nikhil can tell us better, if India does truly have the heft in BCCI, and you have an Indian who's also heading the ICC, then the pressure should be that Pakistan should not even be a part of the cricket-playing nations, for the simple reason that South Africa could have been thrown out of cricket because of apartheid. Terror is, unfortunately, India is not applying our full strength here.